Hey, I think we're on. Are we on? Looks like we're on. Let me see. I'm over here. I'm over here. No. Hey, what's good? What's good? Yep, it's Coach Rashid, and I am here. What's that phrase? Let me think. Let me think. Wait a minute. When we come on, there's a phrase that you normally hear. A lot of YouTubers say it. Oh, I'm Coach Rashid, and I welcome you to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, you definitely want to hit the subscribe button. One, two, during the course of this video, please hit the like, and if you would love to share it out so other people can be entertained and informed at the same time, just like you, then go ahead and click, boom, and share it out to others that have the like mind as my audience. So that's the first thing that you normally hear. The second thing that I don't normally say, but you do normally hear is, hey, I'm going to talk about some of the projects, programs, and platforms that I deal with and we as a team Achieve deal with. And so I want you to know that I'm not giving you any financial advice, nor am I giving you investment advice. What I'm doing is offering you an opportunity to understand when you start in this space, there will be some ups and downs. Therefore, when you watch, you listen, you see that other people are going through these things, then maybe you can avoid some of the pitfalls out there when you are intending to deposit or participate in some type of investment transaction. I'm not saying that you're investing because I can't give you that type of advice, but I'm just saying you may have a deposit or transactional experience that provides you profit or loss. This is a risky space. Therefore, some people equate risk when you decide to participate as gambling. I do not see that as the issue. If you understand this space, just like stocks, just like bonds, just like other currencies, Forex, crypto, all of these markets are ways that people can alternatively earn an additional income, right? Investing in these markets can provide you with a great passive income. Most of us have the opportunity to get a good job. We work, we make a little money, we have a 40/40 plan, and we hope that it lasts for long enough that we can survive and take care of our families. Doesn't really include vacations, doesn't include days that you get sick, your kids get sick. Those things are factored in. And therefore, you may not enjoy having the job that doesn't give you the freedom to do some of the things that you want to do. Now, therefore, we look for alternative ways to do that. Some people have the opportunity and blessed to have, occupations and employers that provide those 401ks, provide those other retirement vehicles that will help you along the way. That's a beautiful thing, right? So with me, just so you know, transparency is because I don't talk about all these things. And so I thought I would come on here because I don't have my computer available to do all of the editing right now. So I'm going to talk about the programs that I believe are top notch and well above most of what you see in YouTube, off YouTube, and literally on billboards, wherever you are. Then I have come across some really great platforms and programs that a lot of people have decided that, yeah, this is a great option for me to add to my portfolio. And then there's others that do not see what most of us in this space sees. And so I want to talk a little bit about that. And I'm going to talk a little bit about a couple other things that, kind of bug me. And, when we do these videos, I give you some balance. I give you some of those things that bother me. And then I give you those things that really enlighten me and give me that excitement, right? I don't have a script. When I do most of my videos, I do have something that I can relate to. I can read. I can, reference, have notes, things like that. Well, guess what? Today, I don't have any of that. My phone, I don't have information, ready to go. So it's going to get kind of weird. But if you are a loyal follower of this channel and you do appreciate the fact that I sometimes come on and just have a conversation with you and enlighten you on what's really going on, straight from the heart, straight from the head, then hey, you're in the right place. So here's what I want to talk about today. There are great programs that are winning. Like winning. So lately, I've been doing a few things. I did do my first mastermind slash um, master class, if you will, with a specific, very small group of active people in different programs that I have offered to the community. There are people in programs that may not be in my programs, but they're in other programs, but they have come across my channel, or we have met somewhere, and they decide that they want to be part of what I'm doing, right? Because I actually do training. I actually do consulting and coaching, and that's why I have an actual consulting company for personal development, and part of that is financial development, right? And so wealth development, financial development, progressing through those stages. But I'm a big believer in that wealth building and doing it in an alternative way, because crypto to me has ushered in a way to level the playing field. Hands down, this is the way to level the playing field for everybody. There is no crypto is digital. It has no emotion. So it doesn't care if you're black, white, green, yellow, orange. It don't care if you're tall, short, fat, skinny. It doesn't care. It doesn't care if you know it or don't know it. But if you don't know how to maneuver in this space, it will eat you alive. That I know. Now, if you don't have the stomach, if you don't have the risk tolerance to deal in this space, right? If you can't stop looking at your phone or looking at your account, if you put some money in there, put $100 in there, $200 in there, and you start getting nervous every single day you don't see a return, this is not the space for you. And I would emphatically tell you, disregard anything that I talk about when it comes to alternative means of earning passive income, because it's not going to benefit you. But if you watch what I say and do, then you'll know that I can back up everything that I talk about. And so even though I've been nervous, and anybody that, if you put $1,000 into a program and you're only making $2,000 a month, of course you're going to be nervous. But if you make that step because you want to get out of the situation you're in and you want to get on the other side of money, as my good friend, he was from Legal Shield. He used to say, get on the other side of money all the time. Darnell Self. I used to love hearing him talk, man. That guy was sharp. Get on the other side of money. I love when he talked about that. Really sharp guy, doing great things. And so when I talk about, what I'm doing in this space, I'm really trying to give you that firsthand look of what it feels like, what it's like to do what you really want to do. A lot of people don't understand the crypto space. A lot of people don't understand that there is a level of freedom that comes along with making these decisions and actually doing the reviews, doing the research, and digging in order to get the best result possible. And the only result you want is to earn from that platform and do it long term. That's what I've been doing, right? And so I don't have a secret sauce, but if you want to use that term, which I like that term actually, there are things that I do to validate if that program is legit for me and my portfolio and my community. Look, there are programs out there. Not going to say a whole lot of names. I'm going to talk about a couple of them. I like, Novatech. I like the business model. I don't like monthly fees at all. Therefore, I chose not to participate in that program. I'm not saying that it was bad. I'm not saying that it was ever bad. I didn't feel some of the things that were being said, and it didn't fit in my portfolio. Maybe yours, and I know people make a lot of money, but we know what's happening today. So I'm not here to bash anything. It's because I've won some and I've lost some. So it's not about that. But people ask the question, and a lot of times people think that because Novatech is so popular that I'm just automatically in it, and I'm not. Right? I have so many other programs that I believe really are better decisions for me and my community, my portfolio. So that's why it didn't fit into my portfolio. You have programs like CMB. CMB was a big deal for some, and this was only recently. I'm talking like less than 3 weeks ago. CMB became like, everybody's talking about it. All the big, YouTubers, all the guys out there in this space that, we have, a circle of us out there doing this stuff. And, but I sit there and I review it. I review everything. And I went through the information and I said, there's promotions, there's things that they're not saying that people are going to get shocked with, right? And so if you're not a big networker and you bought into the hype of CMB, coin market bull, then by this time, because I've had the conversations with people reaching out to me, people are not happy because they didn't get the truth up front. A lot of hype, a lot of marketing, a lot of promotions, but not the truth. So you have to be careful in this space. That's the reason why I'm talking to you. You have to be careful in this space, right? Now I'm gonna talk about me. Bonanza. A lot of you know I just did a video recently. You saw other videos. Bonanza was a solid plan. Bonanza had the mechanics of long term. It was low profits, but it was a 10% a month, just like DHF. Hey, it's gonna run. Micro hedge fund. The guy running it used to work for a big old hedge fund. Dude got the experience, 10 years of experience running $1 billion hedge fund. How would you think he's gonna fail? But he did, right? So 6 months goes by. Yes, I made money off of that program. I did not lose any money, but the company finally, after 3 months of not making payments, it had to close the doors. And it said it's going to come back with something different because they really felt bad. And I believe them. Like, out of all the platforms out there that do bad stuff, these guys were really remorseful. They really wanted this thing to work. I don't know personally exactly, but I did talk about this already on another platform. At the end of the day, I'm sure bad trades. You threw good money after bad money, and they couldn't recover. When they couldn't recover, they said, you know what? All we can do, shut the doors. Let's pay everybody back, give them their principal, and then we'll try something in the future. And I think that's what they're going to do. So yeah, that was something that I went to their office. I visited with the top producers, some top key members in direct sales. I'm talking powerful people in this industry. I'm sitting down chatting with them, getting like, wow, I'm doing videos. I'm making sure everybody sees this is a legit office. They have actual people working here. They're doing presentations right here in this room. I'm talking the whole nine. I got the CEO on some of my Zoom calls talking about what he's doing. My man is meeting with Rabu Gary. Like, if y'all don't know who Rabu Gary is, you need to reach out, do a Google on UIGI, and you'll see powerful. He's doing big things in the community. So, me, BOJ, Crypto Muscle, we were all in making that work, right? And I think Bitcoin Rodney was in it as well, right? So all of these people were in my organization, and we believed that it was a great program and it was going to work. Crypto Muscle actually went to the office as well. That's how strong the program was. And Crypto Muscle is not showing his face. He's not coming out there, doing that stuff. But he literally, because he's in California just like me, he went through there. He visited that office. I happened to be in Texas at the time, or I would have went there. And he visited the office and spoke with the top guy. The guy's making like $40,000 a month. He was meeting with these people, and he got a warm fuzzy about it. But they just couldn't get the thing back going right. And like I said, within about 6 months of the program, it failed. And so they're going to pay everybody their money back. And then I don't know what they're going to do after that. You don't come back after you do it. When you fail, people are not going to trust you again. So these are experiences that I've had. Like I said, I'm not in Novatech. I'm not in CMB. And there's a few others out there that people like, funds, things like that. I've looked at funds many times. But every time I look at it, I find something else in it that may not be for me. Because I compare it to what I have. Now, as you know, if you're in my Telegram group, if you're under Team Achieve, if you're in my community, then you know that I have about 12 to 14 programs running all the time. And out of those 12 or 14, probably 2 are more of the recruiting side where people, have the opportunity to come in. It's not paying a lot on the top end. And so we bring in, people and we just earn collectively from that pot. But the rest of them are straight passive. If somebody joins, great. If they don't, doesn't matter because I'm actually offering the opportunity to help you, right? That's why I come on. That's why I talk to people. That's why I do videos. So you can say, look, if he can do it, man, I know I can do it. I'm much better than that Rashid guy. It's all good. On the flip side is somebody says, you know what? I didn't really understand it, but when Coach Rashid, talked about it, after 2 or 3 videos, now I get it. I like the way he explained it. That is 99% of the time people get into anything because certain people explain things in certain ways. Everybody's not the same. And so you see things differently, you hear things differently, and your learning mode is different, right? So I may say something, and a couple other the YouTubers out there may say something. If you don't relate to me, you may say, look, I don't like Texas, and I got a Texas hat on. You're not going to listen to me. It's simple as that, right? And I could be saying all the great stuff, but if you don't like that hat, you're going to move over to the guy in the green, or you're going to talk to somebody else, with the Lambo. So there are so many great, YouTubers out here and networkers and people that's been in this space a long time that I totally respect, and I love listening to their videos, and I learn so much from them. And that's how I got started doing this myself, and my research was based upon, I was doing Google AdWords a long time ago. And so I had a good understanding of, lead generation and that type of marketing and keyword search. And so, yes, that is a plug for a crypto program, by the way. And so that kind of stuff really resonates with me. Eventually I said, okay, how do I put myself into multiple places at one time? Guess what? That's when video came to be the model for me to deliver my message. And so I have a lot of different editing type tools that I use to do that. But at the end of the day, Zoom is obviously a primary. StreamYard is a good one. I really like StreamYard as well. You can do a lot of things with it. But Loom, for if you don't want to publish it, you just want to really do some editing and a good platform. And it's actually got some cryptocurrency as well. You can earn with Loom. That's another platform you can use to do videos. Big View is probably one of the most special apps that I've used because it's like a teleprompter. So really good stuff, that I do. Now let's get into the nitty gritty. Now that we've been on for about 15 minutes. Today I had a special call, right? Friday, Saturday, I talked about my mastermind. So Friday and Sunday, I did a mastermind this past weekend. So then I'll talk about today. So those were special. I mean, really some close people that's, participated in other programs with me, people that are like, we're rolling together. Okay. So we got on a call, a Zoom call, and we talk about, strategies. So of course, this is our first one for 2023. And so I'm talking to them, giving them, here's my motivation. Here's why I'm doing this. And said, here's my track record, because I don't talk about that with everybody. So I got this close group of folks, that's in the team and different programs, but we all on the same team. And the 2 or 3 were new, 2 or 3 people that are just, they on fire. Like they're like, look, I'm retiring this year. Rashid, what you got? Right? Those type of people. And then I have the other ones that, are able to do hundreds of thousands of dollars in programs. And then I have others that are just kind of, ready to do it, but need some assistance. Want to work with somebody, right? So we're all on the call. Really good information, feedback. We're showing, the rule of 72. We talked a little bit about that. We watched a couple of videos of some experts out there too, things that I learned from. So normally I'll take that information and I'll put my twist on it. But with this group, I took the information right from the source and said, look, this is the information I'm going to talk about today. This is where I got it from, and you can watch it too and watch all the stuff he does, because I'm motivated. Maybe you'll be motivated and you come up with your twist, because I'm producing leaders, not followers, right? They don't have to follow me. They just have to follow their dreams, their goals, their aspirations, so they can be achievers for Team Achieve. So that's why I'm delivering that message. Look at what I'm looking at. And so we both on the same page, right? And so we did that. But with every real mastermind, you come up with the strategies, you come up with the programs, you identify where's your exit ramp. A lot of people want to stay on the hamster wheel. We're not doing that. People in my group, my sphere, my community, you're going to learn to get in the right way. You're going to learn how to maneuver within this industry in the right way. And then you're going to find your off ramp and do what you love. You're not going to stay on this hamster wheel. A lot of people are still on it because they love the game. No. Don't fall in love with the game. Fall in love with what you want to do after the game, by the way. Okay, cool. So while we're on this call, I said, you know what? I was going to have a guy come on and talk about their program because it's special. I don't think anybody else is doing it. So I want to make sure that I offer you quality information, because I want you to hear it first. I want you to have something unique. I want you to have those programs that nobody else is doing. And that's what I had. I had a list of about 4 that nobody's even talking about. One literally launched, and I know the CEO personally. So I was like, boom, that's what's up right there, right? At first, I was like, but then I looked at this program and I said, wait a minute. If I already have 4 like this, why not add this one? Now I have more opportunities to help more people because they all have something a little different. And everyone is not going to appeal to everybody, but all of them will appeal to the person that has built a strategy and a portfolio that is about winning in the long term, right? They're short term. Yes, you can do that all day. There's a program every day. Not a problem. We can find those anytime. But how do I commit to you for the next 6 months? Because we rolling together. My goal is this. What's your goal? Okay, this. Okay, guess what? Now I got a whole team and we're both looking at the same thing, going in the same direction, and we're changing the landscape. Not the game. We're changing the landscape of the game. We're killing it. Beautiful thing. So I said, hey, look, come back Sunday, and then I'll have the CEO come on and talk about this program. So they come back Sunday, and I had a few more people on. So we had a really nice group. I was very happy with that. A couple of people that I wanted on weren't on, but most of them were on. And you know how it is. That's just the nature of the business. It ain't about numbers. It's about quality, right? So but it had a good number on there, which I was surprised because I don't expect everybody to do everything. So Sunday comes around, my man comes on, and he says, hey, I got some things going on, but I'll make it for you. I'll make sure I do this presentation. Cool. So guess what? I'm going to tell you real quick the name. I'm not going to get into it, but I want you guys to know that I got things that aren't published, but they've been in business for over a year. They got a proven track record of winning. They have super diversification. It's things that we haven't even looked at in this space right now. And that's what's impressive of, what they're doing. So like I said, if you want to know more about the program, I will be happy to talk to you about it, but I'm not going to go around publishing everything because it's private. It's invitation only. And that's, 4 of my programs are invitation only, like one-on-one. I got to know you. I got to talk to you. I got to be able to vouch for you. And that's how you get into the program. And so let me tell you this right quick. So like it's not, not advertised. So a good friend, him and his wife, right? We've been in other programs together. He came on, boom, released it, talked about it, gave us some insight, answered the questions. We had some questions. I said, look, we're going to deliberate. I'm going to talk with my folks, and then I'll get back to you. So after he finished, we had our conversation. And I said, I had a couple people that hadn't seen it. So I said, let me talk to them. And then I'm going to get the information, get everybody's questions or whatever. And then we're going to go back. I'm going to have a conversation with them. Now, I did all that, but I'm not here to give you the everything. I just want to let you know that it's a pop-in program. Here's the highlights real quick. Double your money in 18 months. Safe. ROI. You can kind of decide, right? If you're a numbers person, double your money in 18 months, then you kind of know the ROI of the program, right? So I did the numbers, and then they said, okay, well, we pay out every 3 months or every 6 months, right? You can choose. So you're not having to wait 18 months to get paid, but you have an 18-month plan. So now you get to put your money somewhere that's making you way more than what's in the bank or traditional finance. And it's not making you as much as a hot crypto or a hot Forex, but it's in between. The difference is if you are with Bank of America the last, couple of weeks, you couldn't get your money out. If you are with some of the places that, like my mom is with the Teachers Credit Union in Tyler, they offered 3.65% APY and said it was special. I have a credit union that's offering 5% APY, and that's the highest in the nation. 5% a year. This program is paying 10 times that per month, and they're doubling your money in 18 months. And they've been doing it for over a year. And they're diversified into 4 different categories. And the smallest category is the crypto category. Think about that, right? So I know some people that was very interested in that right off the bat. Others had more questions. And I took those questions and I said, I'm going to talk with them about it. So the name of it is 3D Star, right? And that right there is the name of the program. And I got some really good partners that are running that program. And I can't wait to get started because, like I said, I've been talking with some of my partners about it. But in the meantime, we had another call because another program just launched literally like that the same weekend. And so I started getting hit with that. So I went online and I saw a partner of mine doing a video, and he just didn't give her the name, but he just talked about the program. And then another guy comes on that's been a super affiliate with them for about 8 months or so, and he broke down the actual program. I was very interested. So after watching that, let it go for a little bit. They had another one the next day. I said, oh. So I got on that one. I said, I got to understand. So I started listening. I said, okay. So I found the Telegram group, got in the Telegram group. Okay. I'm learning. I'm looking at the spreadsheet. I'm like, okay. But I'm still like, it's just same like everything else. Like, this is, what's so exciting about this? I said, the same guy that's pitching this one to me was the one that was pitching CMB just this, 3 weeks ago. So I'm like, really? You hadn't even mastered that one and you over here. So I really didn't, so I was like, nah. So I walked away. Next day they had another one. I said, you know what? Let me, because I keep seeing people really getting in this. So I get on the Zoom and I'm listening again. And then I was literally doing something else and I heard something and I said, oh, let me write that down. So I started making my notes and I started to say, whoa. So let me give you a synopsis, right? And I've already pumped this in my Telegram group, so you already know. And a lot of you see it and jumped on it too. So thank you. This is a year, man. Don't miss out. Definitely get in touch with me so we can work together. This, man, we got some hot stuff going on. This program offers you, let's say, for instance, you put in $2,500. It compounds, or you can take some out on a daily basis, totally up to you. It's an 80-20 split, right? Profit split. They're doing something a little different behind the scenes, which, I'll let you get on a call and you'll hear all of that. I'm not going to give away the secret sauce, as they say. But if you run that program, no withdrawals, right? Let it compound long term. This is your portfolio that you're growing for the next year. So you let it run for 6 months. You can do a 12-month plan, but let's say you want to do 6 months, check it out. $2,500 in. Within about 6 months, you're looking at about $10,000 to $12,000 return. That's over 400% return. Yeah, it's crazy. But when you see how they do it, it's a little different than what you've seen before. There's a Forex, there's crypto, but then the way they do it, man, the light bulb went off in my head. And I said, that's why they're excited. Oh, and by the way, if you want to try it out for about a week, you can see what they're doing, right? You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is sign up. The link is probably down here somewhere. And you can get in touch with me. I'll give you a link, $100 free. You get a free $100 in your account to test drive the system for 1 week. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is contact customer service, do a little bit, and that's it. You don't have to set it up, nothing. They do all of that just to test it out to see what they're doing. If you see it happening and you want to get involved, then after that, then boom, go ahead, fund your account. Minimum $500, go over $250,000 or more. That's what you want to do, right? You just choose which plan you want, you jump in, and within 6 months, you got over 400% increase. Wow. That's the kind of stuff that's happening over here, by the way. Now, let's get into some of the things that happen today. So I had set up a call. Every Friday, I got a call with my team in Africa. Really strong team. Got great leadership. We've had a few calls. So today, we got on a call, and my throat's been hurting, really just miserable with things going on. But my kids are sick. So I was like, man, I got to get on. It's a leadership call, right? And so I'm doing more of the consulting. I'm really trying to make sure that they know who I am and they can trust the fact that I'm going to do my part to promote the best in who they are and their teams. And we're going to grow this thing. We're going to become the voice of marketing and promotion and profitability with alternative streams of income in the continent of Africa. That's what we're doing. So I'm looking for key people to join that team, right? Headed out of Kenya, so we can go ahead and rock this. So that's what's going on right now. And so this morning we had a beautiful call. We got people in different countries within Africa that are energized, that are motivated, that are hungry, ready to get it done right now, right? And so in comes the next program that I'm going to talk about. Fusion Experience. Some of you are saying, oh man, you know what, tried that, I didn't like it, they stopped, they start, they had problems. You're right. If somebody wants to start a business and they want to get it right, they're going to do all of the testing they can, all the estimating they can. But at a point, you're not going to know everything until you actually go in and start the business. This is what happened. They did a lot of testing up front and everything looked good. They got a bot running, it's producing, and so on and so forth. Is it producing the highest ROI? Nope, not at all. It's not my high ROI program. But that's okay because it's a safe and confident builder, but it does provide low income, low profits, but it can increase over time. And so then all of a sudden you start to understand the power of the compound, right? That's not my primary thing. I've never been that way. That's what Novatech was for a lot of people. 3% a week, you can compound and compound and compound over, oh my gosh, over a year, 3 years, you're making money. IX Global, same thing, debt box. Hey, if you're making $5, a day, and over 3 years, you're making $1,500 a year. Really? No. So those are the type of programs that I was not interested in. But then Fusion Experience showed me that we're going to come in like this, but we got a safe plan. We're going to do the right thing. We're going to take care of our people, and we're going to use these particular cryptos to do it. So the strategy was a little different. But then when I see the bots working, they did have some challenges at the beginning. So they relaunched, they recalibrated. Now they've come back and said, look, we're going to do limit order trading, and we're going to extend it over 7 days instead of the 5 days. You're only going to see the average estimate, but the actual deposit into your particular account is going to be based on what happens during the 7 days. I said, okay. So I waited. No problem. We got 12 programs. Why am I waiting on this one? I'm not running from this one. A lot of people, I don't want to. So they took off running. That's okay. Because guess what? Fusion Experience is back, version 2. So it's about to launch again. And I've been monitoring, the trading. Just to give you an idea, I didn't put a lot in. I was just testing, right? So you got to understand, testing the system. I think I earned testing the system out with, low amount. I think between like 1 week, 5 days, I was making about 30 cents a day. The bot was, doing its thing, bringing the return based on my investment. This was less than I think I did like $300. Then I put another $3 later. But at that, it was about 30 cents a day. Nothing, nothing. I ain't worried about it. I'm looking for proof of concept. Well, guess what? That week, I think it was like the most I would make with that one was about $2 a week. $2 a week. So after about a month and a half, they got the new one back online. I started watching and watching. The new one, so I went from about $2 a week, and now it's producing about $8 a week. Because the first week was about $5, like 90 cents. Then the next one was about $8 and something. Then the next one was $8 and something. So I said, that must be the number. They calibrated. So I went from $2 and some change a week to over $8, almost $9 a week with the little money that I have in there to test it out. So now let's multiply that. If I go back in and I do 10x that, 10x, right? So now I'm going to go from almost $9 a week to $90 a week. Now, if you're using this as a additional portfolio item, passive income to add to your portfolio, but something consistent, and you're not able to afford $10,000 deposits or $5,000 deposits. If your range of funds max out at $1,000 in any program, because that's how much you have to put in there, this program is going to be right in line. But with the people that I have on my team from different countries, there are people that can afford $50,000. Some can afford over $200,000 because we've done it in different programs. And we have people that are kind of in my range doing about 10 to 20,000 in bigger programs. But I have a group of people that only willing to do about $1,000. So I said, great, this is the program right here that's going to get you $90 a week, right? So for somebody that's doing that, they just lost 8,000 because they believed it was going to work. Previous program. Another program comes along, they try it again, they lose it again. And in a few weeks, 8 weeks, something like this. Then here we are with Fusion Experience saying this is clean, is good, but hey, we're going to take it slow and steady, right? So when they get to a point where they can put in, let's say about 1,000, and they're making $90 a week, that's good money, right? So now I'm helping people in a program that I probably normally wouldn't really get involved with, but it's a safe place. I need safe, steady programs because people don't want to lose. And this is why Fusion Experience is so important to me, because it helps me to help my community, right? Builds confidence while making, a good income, passive income, right? This is all passive, extra, right? So you got that. Now you're building teams because people need something safe. And that's my motivation, is helping people with something safe. So that's where Fusion Experience really fills that role. Now, in addition to that, before I go, I'm going to do another mastermind here coming up in about a month, and we're going to talk about some key programs. I'm thinking about doing like one day a month, like a Sunday afternoon, to come in with, hey, here's a special program, play of the day. Here's the special program. If you ever wanted to get in here and make some money, this one may be high risk, or it just may be safe, whatever. But you have to choose, do I want to come in or not, right? Minimum investment will be, it'll be anywhere from 10 to 20,000, but it's going to be a hot topic. It's going to be a hot program. It's going to be something that you can get in, get out, or you may want to extend it. It just depends at that time what that hot project is. So if you're interested in something unique, then definitely get in touch with me. Once a month, I'm going to do something like that. So real quick, hot, right? Crypto program. So a quick update on crypto program. Here it is. Ed Zimbardi, the guy that's top affiliate leading the program, he's actually on Facebook. So if you want to listen to Ed, he's on Facebook. That's a Facebook group. That's where he does all his talks. He does a lot of interviews. He's talking to a lot of people. He's done an interview with Jam Z, interview with Passive Income Croc. He does an interview with BOJ. He's done an interview with there's another gentleman, I can't remember his name, but definitely doing his thing, and he's telling you his story. He's responding to a lot of the questions that doubters have, and he's very creditable, and he's very transparent with his history. He's no better, no worse than anybody else. Some people have done bad stuff and never got held accountable. Some people are doing good stuff and never got the accolades. Ed's just in between doing his thing, trying to help people. And he found a way to do it with the program and expertise that he knows. A lot of people are saying, oh, that's a scam. I got top leaders in this crypto space that looked at the Ed program, crypto program, looked at it, and this is a topic that I really want to talk about, and that's where I'm going to go with this, right? Crypto program is top notch. It's a simple program, doing great things, really helping a lot of people crush it in a massive way. And you'll see more about that as we grow. So we got people out here. This is where I'm gonna end on this note. We got people that's been in, on YouTube or Facebook, maybe Instagram, Twitter, wherever they at. They come on and they talk a good game. 2020, 2021, they were, on these social medias talking about these new programs. But guess what? Program come, program go, right? Everybody in this space have felt the burn. Everybody. Cats come on, they talk about it. Other people come on and they say, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. So then you start to usher in new people. Then you're encouraging people to come on and talk about these programs that they've jumped in. So some people want to be first. I'm gonna tell you where this is going. There are people out there, and I'm not gonna call it arrogant, but there are people out there that's acting like when they come on and they talk about a program, It's there's nothing else like it. It's the program, and nothing else out there compares. And I'm the one bringing it to you, so you don't have to join me. But here's my link. Okay, okay. Hey, you know what? I ain't mad at you. You do you. Everybody's different. Okay. So here's what's interesting though that a lot of you may not catch. When some of us in this space are talking about programs and stuff like that, we genuinely are offering you information. We genuinely have already calculated, if I put my money in, this is my return. If somebody else decides they want to come on board, it is additional. It has zero to do with that end game for me, right? Legit. Like, if there's no referral program, I'm still talking about it because I want you to understand this is a space that you can win just like me. That's why I do it, right? So when that happens, and you see these guys out there talking, right? Like I said, Facebook or YouTube or whatever. When I hear from one person that may be on my team, you know, we've done things together, whatever, they brought me something. And they said, you know what, I talked to such and such. He's out there in the public. And I said, hey, look, I've been following you. Here's something that a lot of people are doing really well with. It's legit, or you could check it out, do your due diligence. But hey, why don't you, take a look at it? They don't even look at it. Some of these guys out here will say, oh no, that looks like a scam. I don't want to bring that to my community. They don't even look at it. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. That's crazy. People that believe that the only way they can stay relevant and be part of this system, they have to bring you the program. You can't bring them the program. It's sad. We shouldn't even be like that. That is not the right space. That's not the right story. And that's not the right look. It hurts the industry. I have people that watch my videos that don't know who I am. They contact me, right? I always have my information is right there. You can reach me anywhere, anytime. And they tell me these stories over and over and over. I have people that I worked with 2 years ago. As time went on, I'm trying to rebuild myself because of some losses. They're trying to rebuild. We just like, look, you do you, I'll do me. We get to a point where, hey, look, take a look at this. And I'm like, you know what? It's just not something that here's why I don't see it fitting in my portfolio. And I tell them why, because I watched the information. I didn't just say, I ain't looking at that. Because I'm never going to do that to somebody unless I've already seen it. So that person is like, all right, cool. They know, they understand. Later on, I'm doing things. I don't need a new program. I'll tell you that right now. But this same person that I've been down with for a long time, they approached me with this program in December. And I was like, well, I'm working on some other programs right now. I'll take a look at it. But, I appreciate you. And I kind of, I wasn't, whatever. They reached back out. Hey, did you take a look? I'm like, oh, yeah, let me look at that. We start talking. We kind of find out we're actually in another program. And I never reached out to her. She never reached out to me. That program for the last 8 months have been paying me and that other person, different, we in different groups, more than any other program. I never reached out to her. She never reached out to me. We're just making money, right? So I was like, wow, you know what? If I just didn't think about it because I'm not looking to recruit. I'm just like, I'm gonna go make my money, and then one day we'll got some plans. So she reached out to me, and we talked about that, and we were like, wow, okay, great. I'm glad you're in there. I'm glad you're doing well, and that's cool. Then she said, hey, I got this. I said, oh, let me look at that. So I go look at it. Immediately, I said, I'm in. Give me your link. Signed up, purchased some packages, bam, made a video. I sent the video to a couple of partners in this space. I ain't gonna tell you the responses I got. Anyway, no other videos was out there online. None. You can check the dates. None. First crypto program video, done. Nobody else had one out there. But the people I reached out to was like, I'm already in. Okay, cool. So here's what's up. That same person was in programs with me in the past. That same person reached out to me a year and a half later after we passed on a couple of them and said, hey, here's what I got. I liked it. Guess what I did? Give me your link. I'll sign up with you. I didn't say, oh, I didn't bring it to you. Then I'm not going, no, I don't care how good it is. No, I'm not going to do that. But that's what others have done to me and her and more people. And I hear about it constantly. But you know what? Hey, I ain't mad at y'all. You know why? Because I have a collection here and I have awesome community here. And we're going to win no matter what. Because we're not dependent on other people to do it. Right? So crypto program, top-notch platform. Like I said, Ed Zambardi, guy that does the teaching and talking about it, top-notch guy. Anyway, he's going to have his top affiliates on a call next week. He talked about it today. Anybody that has at least 25 direct referrals with packages, he's going to reach out to them and we're going to get on a call. I said, cool, we can do that. He does require everybody to use USDT, TRC20, ERC20, right? You definitely got to have that. USDC has been added as well, which I'm glad because that's cool. So you want to crypto program, top-notch program. It is absolutely at the top of my list when it comes to solid, paying, legit, not crypto, not Forex trading, straight up original arbitrage, buy and sell, goods and services, keywords, and straight up, like Google AdWords type stuff. He's phenomenal with that. And he's already given us a story. He already given us everything that we need to know. And I'm done. Like you can't compare none of this other stuff because it's not in the same category. So you got to separate that stuff out. And a lot of people are not able to do that. So yeah, beautiful thing, great program. I recommend it to anybody. Infinity Club cards. If you have not looked at the possibility of you running into some problems when you're trying to convert your crypto, you made your 100,000 the next month, another 50,000. You got 150,000 in Exodus wallet. You got 100,000 in Trust wallet. You got it in MetaMask. And you want to send it back to your bank account. You know how crazy that is? This ain't no financial advice. This ain't no investment advice. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm recommending a solution. Infinity Club Cards is a massive program that does offer you the ability to be part of a premium concierge service, right? It's a club, right? So you're able to benefit from having membership in a very prestigious elite club, invitation only, and you're able to run a digital lifestyle if you so desire. You get a bank account and offshore bank account, FCA regulated system because they got the banks that's behind them. They have the intermediary that is part of the club that provides all of the services for the club, and they also provide the application for the MasterCard that is part of the debit card system that you can load your fiat currency or your crypto into your own wallet or your bank account offshore, and then you can transfer it to the card and have your crypto on your card. It has unlimited amounts that you can load on it and hold on it at the highest levels. Then you have cards that have about a $15,000 load limit. Think about that for a second. You can upload and transfer to your card the basic card, the virtual card that we have, and the physical card, the first one, $15,000 transfer into that card, right? You can hold on that card $350,000, and that's the minimum. That's the basic virtual card. But you can go all the way up to unlimited with the highest level of the powered by MasterCard with the FCA regulated offshore banks, right? Based out of the UK, so it's offshore to US. Those are the systems that are behind this. And if you want to take advantage of the concierge service, if you want to be able to travel, you can get discounts on flights. If you want to go to, special events, around the globe, you want to go to the Super Bowl, you want to go to the Olympics, you want to go to, the what's that, the cup, the soccer, World Cup, anything, Wimbledon, whatever it is. You want to go to Monte Carlo, you want to go to F1, any of these things, and you don't know where to, boom, call the concierge service. They ain't gonna give it to you free, but you're gonna be able to be part of a membership that's elite. That whereas if somebody else can't do it for you through a Expedia or a Travelocity, you can get it through the concierge service because you're part of a special club. And then if you want to use your digital currency to make it happen, then you already have it loaded into your system that's not attached to any of your onshore banks. It's only attached to you and your offshore account, protected because of that particular facility. Wow. If you haven't jumped on any of the Zooms about the Infinity Club, I recommend you do as soon as possible. Monday morning, they do have another call. If you want to do that, please do that. Additionally, get in touch with me if you want to participate in the pre-registration bonuses, and I'll break down those bonuses to you. And I think you got some deep discounts. They're really like, look, if we can help you protect your crypto, then here are some of the benefits that we're offering. Outstanding. Get in touch with me about the Infinity Club cards. You definitely want to get your card ordered today, right? Well, you can't order the cards until they launch, but right now it's still in pre-launch. And after we go launch around February 20th to the 25th, then you'll be able to order the cards. And by the way, the cards are manufactured in the USA. Boom. So we get them first. Really excited about Infinity Club. Get in touch with me. Let's make that happen. FX Masters Gold is golden. Like golden. So if you haven't gotten in there, if you haven't looked at FX Masters Gold, averaging about 10 to 15% a week. So realistically, you can get a minimum of about 40% a month. I'm saying that loosely because I can't promise you anything, but they've been doing pretty good. Yeah. But they're consistent and they're doing great across the board. So another quality platform. Look at there. I've been talking for an hour and all these platforms are hot. There's a couple that are new and I'm going to put that into my Telegram group. So you want to be a part of my Telegram group. I do have an elite special Telegram group as well. That's for people that are investing, people that have put in, real money. That's a separate group. That's my mastermind group. So we're doing some great things. So I'm going to do something real quick just to highlight, and I haven't talked about this, but I am planning to do a series, non-crypto related conversations, but about finance, about, monies by actual experts, licensed people in the field. I want to bring them on and have a conversation, but I want to talk to people that are, maybe I went to high school with, maybe somebody back from home, maybe an educator that talks about finance, maybe somebody that has some background in it, but just never had a platform. That's what I'm looking at doing. I'm not really doing the same old, stuff, but I just want to have different people come on and connect with my audience. And on both sides, maybe you haven't seen this type of person, and maybe you haven't seen these type of people. And now we can all come together and kick it. And let's open up a whole new world, right? The first one, we're going to talk about taxes and things like that. I think people need to know a little bit more about that. So I'm really looking forward to the conversation I'm going to have with a dynamic person that is definitely a leader when it comes to taking care of people in the entertainment industry as well as entrepreneurship, back from my hometown. All right. Hey, look, I've definitely said enough. I'm just tired. I'm done. Don't really have more to offer right now. But I got some wonderful stuff going on, and I look forward to meeting a lot of you people, connecting with a lot of people, just doing great things. If you reach out, if you want to collab on something, reach out. I like doing that as well. Got some interviews that, I've done and other people have done. Props to Lambo Drew for really setting the stage for a lot of us out here doing great things on YouTube. Really, really, appreciate what he does in this space as well. Hey, look here. Until then, do a couple things for me. One, like I started it off, and I rarely say it, but since I don't have a script today, Go ahead, hit that notification bell so anything that comes out, it pops up, and you can catch the conversation, with Rashid. Like, share, definitely share it out. Let people know that I'm here, and I'm here to change the game, right? To change the landscape, if you will. Crypto is definitely the level in the playing field. So that's where we want to go. And while we're walking out the door, I'm gonna holler at you about something that I think you're gonna want to know. If you are in this space and you've done very well, and you're looking for a long-term, solid, high-tech, blockchain-based opportunity, that if you have a year and a half that you can invest and let it ride, then this right here is something that's phenomenal, that has been at the top of my list since I started, right? I've been in this one over 2 years, or about 2 years. Saphir Global and Zenique Technologies. They have 4 or 5? They got about 10 streams of income. But when I started, there was one, right? About almost 2 years ago. And now we obviously, as a product, we sell master nodes. I call it license, the same thing. You sell that license to mint cryptocurrency, and you're minting the Zenique coin. And over time, the coin, obviously, price goes up based upon what the company is doing. And so the company has brought on strategic partners, and tokenization has become their really master offering to the world. So right now we got the City token, which is a real estate tokenization project. They're showing us pictures, they're building it, they got the whole facility being created. That's going to be amazing, right? You're getting about 100 coins per day with that, 100 tokens per day. You got the Regardless token, which is the first of its kind, never seen before, tokenization of an actual cinema movie. Really powerful stuff, right? So that's going to be out here in California and different places all over the world. They're showing this movie. And then you have the latest, right, is a Tupan. So Tupan token is already out there. Impact token, it's the company that's registered with the SEC in the U.S. Really high impact for what they're doing with carbon credits and trading them on the open market, and we're gaining on the back end of that. Then we have the latest addition is the T-Drone project. This is a drone project unlike any other out there. They have taken the technology and revolutionized it, and they have created master nodes or license that we can purchase as Saphir Global members, and we earn based upon those tokens and the price and the industry of what they're doing. So we have opportunity to benefit passively from all of that. If you want to know more about the Saphir and Zenique program, I've been in it, like I said, since June 2021, and it has been amazing. Like, I have made so much with that program, and now I'm looking forward to the growth of the technology and to crush it. Like I said, by the end of this year, all these things will just, it'll be phenomenal to see where we're at, and I definitely want you on the journey. So if you want to know more about the Saphir and Zenique program that's revolutionizing tokenization of amazing industries, the airport industry, the airline industry, the drone transportation industry, military and civilian, the Tupan token, repairing the rainforest, carbon credits, benefiting from all of that, plus the Zenique technologies itself. Oh my gosh, you want to be part of this. Contact me or go to http, not s, http, right, //focusinlead.com. Focusinlead.com. Yes, I will have that in the comments, or I have it in the description so you can check it out. You can come to the Zoom call every Saturday, 9 a.m. PST. Every Saturday, 9 a.m. PST. I'm doing a webinar about the Zenique program, and then you can learn all about it. And then when you're ready to get down like me and the other 3,000 people on my team, definitely get in touch with me and I will hook you up. This is our year. Team Achieve. We're doing nothing but achieving, and we're making things happen for you. And guess what? I only have one goal. Increase your profits, reduce your risk so that we can win again and again and again. Peace. And I'll see you on the other side.